Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
NoMePrince.com is her website, and we ran one of her articles at Infowars.com. The Fed's European rescue, another backdoor U.S. bank Goldman bailout. Our final segment with her, I really appreciate her joining us. We're also getting to your calls right now, dealing with this military takeover situation. I mean, I know I'm harping on this because we kept telling people this was coming, and now it's here, and TSA is setting up checkpoints on highways. I mean, how much more obvious does it have to get that this Homeland Security system is for the American people and not for terrorism, Nomi?
It's unfortunate, but it seems like every step, you know, like you've been talking about, like what's going on now. It's obvious that it's not going to go backwards. I mean, that there's a consolidated effort to squelch, individualism here, which is really not what this country was founded for. And it's really, really dangerous, because once you do that, as you've spoken about, as others know, it's hard to turn back.
It is hard to turn back, and that's what tyranny does. It tends to slide until it collapses itself, because the society of criminals will just rob and rape and loot everything until everything collapses. And I mean, you worked around these people. Max Kaiser has, many others have. Max and others have said they're like suicide bankers, like the banker that stayed at his desk, even though he knew that he was probably going to die on 9/11, to make an extra $10 million. And, certainly they're not going to stop themselves, are they?
No, and they've only seen that what they do is more and more coddled by the government. We had unprecedented bailouts and subsidies, starting in 2008. We have another slew going on now with respect to U.S. bank exposure to Europe. It's only ramping up, and in the face of that, the top U.S. bankers are basically just laughing, because it's like, look, we're increasing our risk, even though we screwed up the world back then. We're going to continue to do it. You're going to continue to back us. The Federal Reserve is so supportive of this that they, in broad daylight, say on their website, which I pointed out in this piece, which no one else seemed to point out, that this recent European intervention by them was a way to support the U.S. banks. This isn't even me saying this. This is like the Fed's own words. And yet we're so conditioned to just follow, the mainstream headlines, which is just, we're bailing out to help Europe.
Exactly. But then even
question this. It's out there.
Sure. But then even the so-called U.S. banks, as you pointed out earlier, are moving to China, so they're not U.S. banks.
Well, finance is global. That's $707 trillion worth of derivatives is global. And the U.S. banks, even if they're domiciled here, they're headquartered here, they have the ability to do whatever they want, wherever they want. The part that's not global is how the Fed and Treasury Department will basically increase our debt as a nation in order to support their bad bets when they go wrong, and then keep them from going wrong for next time. And so that's the part that's more domestic. The international part is global finance. It's fast, it's powerful, it's controlled by a few banks and a few people that are strategically positioned within various governments or government agencies. I mean, even the New York Federal Reserve was run by Tim Geithner. It's got a Class A directorship given to Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan Chase, which he had during the subprime crisis, and it was reconfirmed for him to be there now. So you have the biggest global bank in charge of basically, having the relationship to be able to get money to bail out, subsidize, and increase their exposure and their power globally. So yeah, it's a true mess. It's just bigger now than it's ever been, because we have had a derivatives market that's grown even more quickly than it has in the past.
Wow, Nomi Prince, thank you so much. Inside Whistleblower joining us here today, and you can find out more about her new book at NoMePrince.com. I look forward to speaking to you in the future, if there is a future. Thank you, Nomi.
Thank you, Alex.
We'll be right back with Bob Chapman, and I promise we're going to your calls early. I'm going to get to Recon, Martin, Ironhead, Philip, Frank. I'm going to get to all of you. Bob loves calls. We'll take your calls first, then get into everything with Bob Chapman on the economy. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Cal Ben Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com.
Attention GCN listeners, do you have a Patriot on your Christmas list that's nearly impossible to shop for? How would you like the ability to get top-of-the-line, hard-to-find gifts at equally hard-to-beat prices without leaving the comfort of your home? Why fight the crowd? Simply log on to your computer for great gifts and deals for the off-the-grid enthusiast in your family. At offthegridchristmas.com, you'll find great prices on the most popular off-the-grid gifts available today. At offthegridchristmas.com, you'll find unbeatable deals on emergency backup power, herb and vegetable seeds, dehydrated foods, emergency evacuation packs, solar ovens, gun safes, and a host of truly unique stocking stuffers. In these hard times, why not give a gift that really counts? A gift that could truly make a difference. Go to offthegridchristmas.com and our Christmas video highlighting perfect gifts for the off-the-grid fans in your family. Unbeatable gear, unbeatable prices, no more searching. Offthegridchristmas.com. That's offthegridchristmas.com.
You've heard Alex explain how the Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced colloidal silver solutions, yet many are unaware of the entire function of the Silver Lungs system and how it has been designed to deliver your silver solutions anywhere in or on the body. My name is Mario Cifaldi, and I'm the developer of the Silver Lungs generator. Not only does the Silver Lungs system produce endless colloidal and ionic silver solutions, it also comes equipped with the proper applicators and devices needed to deliver your silver solutions directly to key target areas. This includes the eyes, ears, nose, lungs, topically to the skin, and orally for the digestive system. Be sure to watch our new 7-minute video tour of the Silver Lungs system at www.silverlungs.com to learn more about how the Silver Lungs system works. As well, we are always ready to answer any questions you may have. That's www.silverlungs.com.
From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Well, Bob Chapman is quite a character. He's a military veteran, worked in intelligence, then he was a private silver and gold broker, the largest private silver gold broker at one time in the United States. He's lived all over the world, and he then helped put out the Gary Allen report exposing the globalist, and none dare call it conspiracy, 40-plus years ago. And he now lives at an undisclosed location outside the United States because the long arm of the New World Order has been seeking after him. And he joins us in this hour to take calls from police, military, and others to get their view on the fact that the media is going, hey, the Army's going to be on the streets of America. You've already seen us illegally doing it. Well, now it's legal. Of course, they can't pass a law saying black people are slaves again. My point is, just because they say something's legal doesn't mean it is legal. Marbury versus Madison and other rulings, as well as just common sense. Can the government pass a law saying they can blow children's heads off? No. Can the government pass a law they can ship opium into the country? No. They do, though. So the point is that we've reached a new level of corruption. So they're saying that they will secretly arrest citizens whenever they want, that they will take you to a secret prison and you're never seen again. And Obama came out and said, I'll do more. I'll kill citizens without a judge, jury, or trial in America. So that's all these hitmen and mercenaries need to be told is okay, we're allowed to do this now. You're covered by law. Go kill who we want. Go assassinate who we want. Just an unprecedented situation. You've got cruise missiles, high-tech ones given by the Russians, a whole bunch of them, 76 of them at least, to the Syrians. You got the UN declaring it a civil war zone, and they're getting ready to call for the humanitarian bombing. Bombs are now loving. Orwell's vision has come true. Double think, double speak. Up is down, down is up. Black is white. Israel saying they may hit Iran. The former head of the Mossad is saying it will cause a, quote, catastrophe. But the globalists want catastrophe. They want global crisis. Order out of chaos. I want to go to your calls, and later in the hour we'll get into the European situation with Bob, the latest on MF Global. I meant to bring that up with Naomi Prinz, but I forgot. With Bob, we'll talk about the power plant shutdowns across the country that we predicted now happening. The White House, of course, is not very happy. Also, more governments and others are calling for lithium to be added to the water. That's lithium, an antipsychotic. So you'll be calm when the government abuses you. All of that is coming up today. Bob Chapman of theinternationalforecaster.com. Always great talking to you, my friend. I was talking to my mom this morning, and she said that she looked forward to hearing you today. She said, is Bob Chapman going to be on? And I said, yes. I said, do you like him? And she goes, yes, I do like hearing him on the show. So my mom's a fan out there listening right now, Bob.
Well, I thank you. I thank you, Mom. The only thing is your mom's probably old enough to be my daughter.
Yeah, I think so.
But be as it may, I was floored with this vote on 1867, the Senate bill, 93-7. That shows you how many people are totally corrupted and paid off in our Senate, because nobody in their right mind would have voted for that.
Well, you're right. I mean, this really shows that they'll do anything. Obviously, they're scared. They know they've committed crimes. It's come out their insider trading to an extreme extent. And they're now just trying the hidden in plain view thing. Because they have a 9% approval rating, because they know that we know they're crooks, they're now just, okay, we're criminals, we're butchering everything, and we're allowed to insider trade, and we're allowed to give congressional money to companies we're invested in. I mean, they are really light speed past the Rubicon now, Bob.
Well, as Gerald says, it's the Gambinos and the Bonanos. Only I grew up with those people, and the equivalent, and they were nowhere near as bad as these people are. I mean, they wouldn't think of doing those things. In fact, Luciano said in '44, after he helped with the invasion of Sicily, and they had let him out of Dannemora Penitentiary, he was in there for narcotics violations. He said, I finally figured it out. I should have became a banker. He said, I could have done all this stuff legally. And so, we have a marriage of crime. And that's been prevalent for a long time in civilization and in America, but not to the extent that it is today. And these people who control Washington and the bureaucrats, technocrats, which are bankers, they all afraid, just like you said, Alex. And as you know, we discussed that we're breathing down their neck every day, and they don't like it very much. And so all the rules gone out the window. There are no rules. There's rules for you and I, but not for them. And they're trying to do what they can do to grab what they can before the ship goes down.
And then they're going into a post-industrial world. This is a criminal group who, in their own words, studied dictatorships and the science of oppression and have tried to codify a system where instead of getting thrown out or getting in trouble, they'll get always still more power, always still more control as they drown the public in just absolute unmitigated tyranny. And they call it command destruction. This looting, this wrecking of society is a planned depression. And the psyop is you're not in depression. And there seems to be no end to it. But gauging this, I see that all is not well and they're not in full control. They've been a little too good at stealing. And I see a certain desperation when people like Corzine and MF Global are making 40-to-1 bets. What do you expect to see out of the congressional hearing? They'll massage his feet and tell him what a delicate genius he is and maybe chew on his toenails for him or something?
Well, as you know, they won't do that, but they'll certainly let him off the hook. It's my feeling, and I only base this on experience. I don't have any evidence. I think that the MF caper was government run. Corzine was told what to do. And he can't be that suicidal on his own.